Pascal Siakam winning the Eastern Conference Finals MVP.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were like, wow, no Tyrese Haliburton in that regard. Again, for some of the performances that Tyrese Haliburton put on display this series, in multiple games this series, he was the one that was, putting the team on his back. And yet Siakam was the one to get the award. Obviously finished tonight 31 points in 36 minutes, shot 60% from the floor, had a couple rebounds, some assists, had a steal and 3 blocks tonight. Cody, I'm not going to sit here and say whether I understand why people want Tyrese Haliburton to have won that award. What we saw him do in game 1, what we saw him do in game 4, what we saw him do and what we saw obviously tonight at the end of the game, he came in clutch in some of the biggest of moments. But I mean, I understand why Siakam won it because consistently, Cody, he's been there every single game. He was averaging 23, 24 points a game this series, which is even better than what Haliburton was doing by a long shot. I mean, what's your reaction to Haliburton not winning the award?
I was all right with it because Haliburton's been a kind of a Jekyll and Hyde during this series at times. Like, we saw him go a couple games ago, one of the best performances you'll see from an Indiana Pacer, the 32, 12, and 15.
Yep.
And then the next night go for 8, 2, and 6. So it's been very up and down for Tyrese this series. Like, he's had a couple of those games where he kind of just gets very, I don't know the term, I guess he gets very, very passive at times when it comes to like attacking the rim.
Some games he's all the way up here, and then the next game he can be down here.
Yeah, exactly. But like Pascal Siakam, even though not every game has been like great, like Siakam realistically, 3 of the games, Pascal Siakam had over 30 points and almost had 40 in one game. He should have probably had that. Yeah. So I think from a scoring standpoint, Pascal Siakam is the MVP because he's been a lot more consistent of a scorer and just an overall, I think, player consistency-wise than Tyrese has been.